guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I'm going to be doing my April favourites. I know it's such a cliche thing to say in a favourites video, but oh my god, as if it's May already. It's officially my birthday month, which is quite terrifying. It's my birthday next weekend and it's scary that I'm going to be turning 21 because how did that happen? Seriously. Today I'm going to be talking through my April favourites and I have a few things to show you. Some a little bit random, just it always ends up being a random mix of things in my favourites videos, but yeah, let's just get started. So the first thing is a foundation which I have had in the past and liked before. Then I needed a new foundation again recently and I saw this and was like, I need to rebuy that because I think I remember liking that, but I'll just get it anyway. I think I liked it, and it is the Rimmel Match Perfection foundation, and I used it and I was like, oh my god, this is like one of my perfect foundations. Like, it is fairly light coverage but also buildable and it looks so nice. Like, it lasts really well throughout the day. I don't ever feel like it's flaking off or anything. It always looks really nice, and I have quite dry skin. It's a bit better at the moment, but I've been going through a bit of a phase where it's been like super dry, but this has not emphasised that at all. It hasn't made my skin look cakey or anything, and I'm actually in the shade Light Porcelain, which I'm pretty sure is the lightest shade, which is crazy because I always forget how pale I am and I'm like, oh, this shade will be light enough, this is pretty light, I'm worried this might be too light, and then I get it, I'm like, oh, it's a bit dark actually. I finally gave in and I was like, I am like the lightest shade and this is my perfect shade, so I'm glad I finally admitted that to myself, that I'm super pale. Love this foundation, looks really nice, and I just think it looks really good on my skin. Next is a product from The Body Shop, and this is actually a sample. So I had two samples of this. I got them both in my Hello World VIP bag. If you didn't know, I went to Hello World in October and I went VIP, and we got a bag of stuff and it had a couple of like samples and little bits and bobs in there. And because The Body Shop were a part of Hello World, there was some Body Shop stuff in there, and I got two samples of the Body Shop Japanese matcha tea, is that how you'd say it? And it's a pollution clearing mask, and like I said, I've used one of them and now I have this one left, and like I said a minute ago, I've been suffering with really dry skin recently. Like, moisturisers and cleansers and stuff have been helping, but there's still been like, without this sounding gross, there's been like flaky skin that's like, I felt like it needed exfoliating basically, and I didn't really have anything like that. And then one day I was like, oh yeah, I have these masks that I haven't used yet, I might use one tonight, not thinking anything of it, and I realised it's got like exfoliating stuff in it. Like, it's quite grainy. How would you explain that? It's like, you can tell it would exfoliate. I suppose it's because it's like pollution clearing, it's like to get everything out. It's like, it feels like a scrub kind of thing, but obviously it's not like really harsh. And this got rid of all the dry skin, like, that was really like flaky and coming off, and like, it wasn't like horrific, but I was quite dry like here and I couldn't get rid of it with just cleanser and stuff, and this got rid of it so quick and made my skin feel so much better. Because it's like a matcha tea kind of flavour, would you say? It was like really like, you know, like when it's cold, something's really cold, but it's like a burning sensation and it feels really weird. I was like, oh my god, does this mean I'm like allergic to it and I've just like totally ruined my skin? But it's just the mask, like, it has that sort of effect, and you can tell it's working. It's kind of that sort of thing, but you can't, when you've got it on, you're a bit like, whoa, this is intense. But yeah, it felt so nice, and when it came off, like I said, it got rid of all my dry skin and basically saved me. So I'm saving this for another rainy day, and hopefully this will help me again in the future, because this is incredible, and I am really tempted to get the full size if you can still get it. I'm guessing you can, but I'm really tempted to get this because it really helped. Next is a candle, and as you can see, this is very well loved, and it is from Bomb Cosmetics, and it is called Rhubarb Rave with pure essential oils, and it looks like this now. Looks a little bit gross. You can see where some of the wax hasn't melted properly. It literally looks grim right now, but it looked really cool to start off with because it looked like it had whipped cream on the top. It kind of looked like a milkshake thing. It was really cool. Bomb Cosmetics always like do really well with like the designs of their products. I think they all look really cool. But now this looks a little bit gross, but that is because I've been burning it so much, and oh my god, this smells amazing. I can smell it now. It smells like something that I've had recently, and I'm trying to think, kind of like an ice cream. It's quite sweet, but not like sickly sweet in my opinion. I don't know, some people might think this is a bit sickly, but I don't think it is at all. Yeah, it just smells like rhubarb milkshake or rhubarb ice cream or something like that. It smells amazing. Honestly, it's so good, and as you can see, I've used it a lot recently. I got it a while ago, I think I got it as a birthday present like last year, or maybe longer ago than that, I can't remember. But basically I have quite a lot of like candles and stuff that I've been trying to get through, and basically I've just had so much stuff that things have been hidden under things, and I had to sort out of like my beauty stuff, like my bath stuff, my body lotions, face cleanse, stuff like that. Sorted through everything, got rid of stuff that was like old or I didn't use or whatever, and then I looked through what I had and what I could start using, and I found this, and I knew that I'd been looking forward to using this for a while, so I was like, now is the time to start using it. Oh my god, I'm just going to be so sad when this runs out. I need to get another one, but this smells incredible. If you've never tried Bomb Cosmetics in general, I would totally recommend, because everything I've used from there is so good. Okay, so that's all the physical favourites I have to show you. Now on to a couple of experiences, I guess, that I've had this month, and things that I've done this month that have been favourites of mine. One of them being Clip and Climb. If you watched my vlog quite a while back, well, it wasn't quite a while back, it was like the beginning of this month. But basically I went to Clip and Climb twice, and they have a few around the UK. I'm not sure whereabouts, but they have quite a few. But they've opened one a little bit more local to me, and I am friends with the people who have opened it and are running it and working there. And I've been a couple of times since it opened, and I love it. It's so cool. It's basically like an indoor rock climbing thing, but it's got so many different walls that you can climb on with different challenges on there and stuff. Some are more difficult than others. There's some where the things you grab on turn, so it makes it harder. Some where there's like a glass or like see-through wall, so two people can walk up either side. They have a drop slide, which you hold onto a bar kind of thing, and it lifts you up slowly, and you have to try and hold on for as long as you can, and then you like drop down a like a vertical drop slide. It's really cool. There's so much to do there, and you get like an hour, but it's like the perfect amount of time to get everything done, like to do everything you want, and it's so cool. I've really enjoyed it this month, and if you guys are interested, I will leave a link down below, because it is so cool, and yeah, I definitely recommend it. It's so much fun. Another experience that I've had this month that is definitely a favourite. I've just thought of another one. Two. I'll mention them both together, because I've spoken about them on this channel and also on my Disney YouTube channel and also on my vlog channel. So all of my channels have spoken about it, so I don't want to go into too much detail. Basically, the weekend where I went and saw Chico, which the storytime video is on this channel, so go and check that out if you haven't already. Also my Disneyland Paris audition, which was on the Sunday. Again, an experience video on my Disney YouTube channel if you want to hear more about that. But that weekend in general was a favourite for me. It was crazy. I met Chico. Not only did I meet him, I danced with him on stage. If you want to hear more about that and see a video from that moment, please go and check out that video. My Disney audition, and it was more successful than the last one, shall we say, and it was really, really exciting, and I loved every minute of it. And yeah, it was just a great weekend, and I just wanted to mention that because that was probably, like, that weekend was probably the highlight of my whole month. It was just crazy, but the best, honestly. Just great. Now onto a couple of TV/film favourites. First one being a TV series that has recently come back onto Netflix, and that is season 10 of RuPaul's Drag Race. It's blooming brilliant. Oh my god, I love it. I mean, I loved the last season. I'm not one of those people that's watched every single season. I tried watching one of the older seasons, but I couldn't get into it. I think it's like you have to get a bit further on in the series to get more into it. I think some of like the older ones weren't as good, and I think because it's changed so much. The only seasons I've watched like properly, last season and this season that I'm currently watching, and it's so good. Honestly, I love it. I have quite a few favourites. I'm not going to give any spoilers of who's left so far, just in case any of you guys haven't seen it yet. But a few of my favourites, I'm not going to say if any of these have left yet or not. Maybe none of them have, maybe all of them have, who knows? Except me, because I've watched it and if you guys have watched it. But basically I'm not giving spoilers. Some of my favourites are Eureka, absolutely love her, Blair Sinclair, Miss Cracker. Oh god, there's so many. There's some of my favourites, but I do love a lot of them, so really loving this series so far, and I just love RuPaul. He's great. I adore him. Now onto the final favourite of the month, and this is a film favourite. And you can probably guess what it is because it's quite a popular film at the moment. Yeah, it's Infinity War, the latest Marvel Avengers film. And I'd never really gotten into Marvel for a while. I just assumed I wouldn't like it or it wasn't my thing. But then I've always known that I'm a bit of a nerd when it comes to stuff like that, so I don't know why I didn't think to start watching it sooner. But basically my boyfriend Luke wanted to get me into it because there was a few films he wanted to go and see in the cinema and stuff, and he was looking forward to like Avengers films coming out and stuff and Marvel films, and he wanted to get me into them so that we could go and see them together. Like, I would still go and see them with him, but it would make more sense for me to watch more so I understood things better. So we've recently just been watching loads of different Avengers films and Marvel films just to catch me up basically. I'm not completely caught up on all of them yet, but I've watched a lot of them and I love them. I don't know why I left it this long to start watching them because they are amazing. My favourite so far, I've seen the first Thor film. I think the Thor and Loki are probably like my favourite so far. Oh, and Guardians of the Galaxy is probably like my number one. Like those two films I absolutely love. They were like the first ones I watched and I love them so much. So yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy and Thor at the moment are like my top ones. Yeah, I still have plenty more to watch. And yeah, we went and saw the midnight screening of Avengers Infinity War. So if that isn't nerdy, I don't know what is. But we just accept that we're nerds and we both went to see it and it was incredible. I'm not going to give any spoilers, don't panic. If you're watching this and thinking, oh no, I need to turn off, she's going to tell me everything that happens. I'm not going to give any spoilers whatsoever. All I'm going to say is that it's a lot. It's very intense. A lot happens and it's just, whoa. You're just not ready for it. If you've not seen it yet, I would say prepare yourself, but it's impossible to prepare yourself for that because it's so intense and oh my god. But I loved it and I'm not going to talk about it too much because I don't want to give any kind of spoiler whatsoever, but I definitely recommend going to watch it, but also be prepared to be completely shook. I didn't want to say that word, but I was shook. And I know that you will be too if you go and see it. That is all my favourites. I feel like I rambled a bit and didn't really make a lot of sense through this, but what else is new? But I hope you enjoyed this random little favourites video. If you did, give it a massive thumbs up. Comment down below some of your favourites for this month. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.